Marshals episode 7 shows how John Dutton's Yellowstone death still haunts Kayce. Marshals episode 7 sees Kayce Dutton, Luke Grimes, save a husband and father from being killed in a moment that rekindles all sorts of unresolved feelings about his own father's death. Later, when Kayce offers words of advice about forgiveness, he appears to have a good handle on John Dutton's, Kevin Costner, demise, but the episode also suggests he's not quite ready to forgive himself. In Marshals episode 4, Kayce appeared to find a surrogate John Dutton in Tom Weaver, Chris Mulkey. Since then, we haven't seen much of Weaver, partly because Marshals still has no idea what it's actually about. But he showed up in episode 7 and asked to buy Kayce's East Camp property. This kicked off a whole lot of reminiscing as Kayce recalled his father's traditionalist approach to ranching. Then a new case stirred unresolved emotions for Kayce, as a family came to terms with a patriarch who, like John, had plenty of skeletons in his closet. All of that combined to remind us that Grimes' widowed rancher is very much not over his father's death. Not that you'd expect him to be. Marshals picks up around 15 months after the events of Yellowstone Season 5, which revolved around John Dutton's controversial death. Though Kayce and his siblings managed to avenge their father, they were never going to get any type of closure. Mostly because they were Duttons who'd been subjected to a life of unending drama and tumult. But despite Kayce seemingly forgiving John in Yellowstone, he's clearly still haunted by his father's memory. In Marshals, Kayce draws from his own experience of losing John Dutton. Marshals began by killing off a controversial Yellowstone character in the worst way. So clearly the show is just as merciless as its mothership series. Thankfully, nobody except a couple of troublemakers were dispatched in episode 7, allowing Kayce to offer some words of advice that speak to his own experience of losing a father. In the episode, the Marshals are assigned to the case of Pauline Ayres, Christine Dunford, a federal judge who's being targeted by an ex-con. At least that's how it appears at first. We soon learn that Ayres' husband, Blake, Christopher Stanley, has been leading a double life, using the infrastructure of his nonprofit to smuggle guns to South American revolutionaries. After the revelation, the couple's daughter, Fallon Ayres, Abigail Rhine,